Does this AI search engine beat out Google? So I've been using Perplexity for the past 2 months for all my search needs, and for me, it has replaced Google. So I wanted to show you the differences and why you might prefer it as well. Let's do a comparison of 3 searches. The first is to make a purchase or get as close as possible. The second is to look up current events, and the third is to research a topic. I'm going to compare Perplexity, Google, and Google's search generative experience.
I wanted to buy these nano exo spikes essentially to do trail running in the winter. I'm using Perplexity, but I have the Copilot version where you have to pay $20 a month. But I'm also going to test it against the free Perplexity version. Then I'm going to go to Google, and I can only do this in incognito mode because I'm in Canada and just some issues with Google SGE in Canada. And then I'm going to do a regular Google search. So I'm going to start in Perplexity Copilot. Nice, it even gives me a price range. So I think anywhere between $50 to $100, let's say that. And as you can see, it gives me the top 5 places with, I guess, the best deals in Canada in my price range. Got Amazon, REI, Catula's official website, Kentrek Boots, Adventure Gears Canada. And what I can do here is I can also do follow-up questions as well. As you can see, I'm using GPT-4, but you can use also other large language models. So you can go with Experimental, GPT-4, Claude, and even Gemini Pro, which is kind of neat. Now I'm going to go to the free version of Perplexity and just put the same search in. Notice how it didn't ask me for a specific price range, and it just gave me answers, and it gave me some prices, but not as obviously comprehensive as the Copilot. And same thing here, you can do additional searches. Now let's try it in Google SGE. So here we've got sponsored ads, we've got Amazon Catula. So I think similar to what Perplexity Copilot had, and let's generate the answers. Definitely different, and they only show the one price, which is very similar to Perplexity Free versus Perplexity Copilot. And I get a whole bunch of different prices, even the best deals, I think the lowest price. I want to do my second search, which is a real-time search for current events and sports. And since I'm a 49ers fan, how about what was the score from the last 3 49er games? A pretty simple query. Let's do Perplexity Free. Straightforward as well. How about SGE? This time they've got a box pop up and going to the links. There is no search generative experience for this one. And I want to ask actually a follow-up question, which you can do in Perplexity. Assess the chances of the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. And that's what I like about Perplexity. You can ask follow-up questions and it'll do it in a conversational manner. So with Perplexity Free, not as comprehensive, but I can still chat against it. How about SGE? It gives a similar answer. Again, no search generative experience showed up. For the final search, I want to go through an informational or research search. So I am thinking of traveling to Ghana. So I wanted to do top things to do in Ghana if you are traveling in March. I didn't mention above, they have all the sources up here. It gave me the top 10 places, and then I guess I can view more. And then I can also search videos, and I can even generate an image, which I'm not sure why I would do that today. So I'm gonna do it in free Perplexity. It gave me 4 instead of 10. And how about SGE? SGE showed up. It gave me the top 10 attractions, which is a little bit different than Perplexity. And if I did a regular Google search, it just gives me a whole bunch of sponsored posts and then the links to other sites. Overall, I really like my experience with Perplexity because I can do a follow-up and then have that conversation continuing. And maybe that's what I'll do. How about best places to visit where there are no tourists or the off-beaten path? This is pretty much why I enjoy Perplexity, by having that conversation. Same thing here. This one was kind of weird because it didn't keep with a Ghana theme. It actually went off on different countries that you should visit. So it didn't connect that too well. How about SGE here? How about if I ask the same question? And it gave a couple of answers, but nothing like what Perplexity gives you. And I can't really do it for normal Google because it doesn't keep the history of my searches.
So here's my impressions. It really depends on what kind of search experience you want. Do you want to get your information from a variety of links that you can choose from, or through a conversation? I'm probably biased, but after these 2 months, I really enjoy the conversation to get the personalized information that I want and without any of the ads, which is another big benefit. If you like an ad-free experience, then you definitely have to try out Perplexity. So which do you prefer?